Hey guys, today we're looking at the Alley from TXC holsters. First thing you're going to notice about this holster is a little bit different than the rest, mainly because it's got a knife here on the side. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But first off, you've got this paracord type string here in the middle that is making this flex back and forth. Now what that's used for is when you're putting this into your appendix and you lay it against your belly. I'm going to put this a little higher than I would just so the camera can pick it up, because I know the camera cuts off pretty low. But when you put this against your body, that's going to flex with your body and keep this gun is clear, and it's going to keep it pressed into your appendix and gut in a way that it doesn't stick out as much, so it makes it a lot more concealable. Now, also in a concealable way, what they do is they take this notch here on the back, and that is protruding out, unlike a lot of different holsters that I've ran, that it does not have that. This protrudes out, and that is a feature there that keeps that bent in that direction so your grip is pressed into your gut. Now, I've had, the first week I carried this, wasn't a big fan of that. It kind of was uncomfortable in my groin area. After having it in the same position for 3 days straight, it started to get sore. I contacted the company. They said it's kind of partial on the customer. They said some people really enjoy this, some people don't. They said a lot of people like the fact that it does make it more concealable, but some people don't like it for the fact that it could be uncomfortable after wearing it for a long period of time. Now, the longer that I've worn this, I found that it does not bother me anymore. So I don't know, maybe if I grew accustomed to it, it doesn't affect that area anymore, or maybe it was in the wrong position when I was wearing it, so I repositioned it and now it doesn't bother me. But that's going to be something that you're going to have to decide on your own. So, with this being flexible like this and having the string, one of the coolest features about this holster is the fact that it has accessories that you can attach and detach. Now, it might be a little confusing because, well, a holster that can have accessories? Yes. So, you can take this paracord off with the back. It's got this piece here that you can take off. Take the paracord off, take this knife attachment off, and then you can now put this attachment on and run a magazine, which is really cool feature because depending on your preferences, what do you like carrying, which one you'd rather carry. Personally, I would rather carry the extra magazine. I run the knife now just because, one, it's cool, two, I wanted to try it out and see how it worked. I've already got this one set up to run an extra magazine, so I wanted to do something a little bit different and try something new, so that's why I'm running the knife on this one. This is a Colonel Blades. This is a really nice knife. I'm going to do a review here in the future on these. I'm not really a big fan of carrying around tactical knives around. In the words of, tactical knife, that's not even a word. It's like an assault rifle. This isn't a utility knife. It doesn't have the features of a utility knife. So in court, if I ever did something with this knife, they could use it against you and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of law logistics crap. But I'm not a big fan of carrying knives like these because this is technically a fighting type knife, fighting style knife, because it really doesn't have any other feature than to be used during fighting. So not a big fan of carrying stuff like that, but it is kind of cool to have on this attachment, and it's something I want to try. So that is a really, really cool feature with this holster, that you can take this knife off, run this. They actually are working on some other things like a tourniquet and some other different types of accessories they're going to add to this. So you can buy this holster, and then you can buy whatever accessories you want on that day or whatever time. And honestly, it's not that hard to switch this out. I think it took me about 5 minutes to put the cord in and out and put the new one on. So it doesn't take that much time. You just got to know exactly how to put it on. But it's neat to be able to accessorize and change out what you're wearing. All right, so as you can see here on my person, this conceals really well. It presses everything really tightly against my gut. The only thing that would protrude a little bit might be the handle, but it doesn't protrude any more than the back of the slide. So everything's really concealable. Put my shirt over it. Everything is nice and concealed in there. Moving around, you can see your grip a little bit, but that's mainly because I have an extended magwell, which I would not consider for a concealed carry gun because it makes things a little bit bigger. But it's really nice and concealable. It's got this fin here that pushes your belt out and pushes the gun towards your gut. So whenever you look for an appendix rig, make sure you're looking for one that has that. And this just has everything placed in a really good location. Your gun is easy to draw. It's usually staying in that same location, so it's always in that same draw position. Your knife is in a great location. These are actually really, really comfortable to grab. It's in a natural position, easy to draw and pull up, and you have it in a good fighting stance if need be. Again, I'm probably never going to pull this to fight somebody, because if I do, I'm going to pull my gun out and I'm going to go to work with that. But
I guess it's pretty cool to have that feature, to have something a little bit different. But concealability wise, this is really good. It's nice and comfortable. As you can see, it's pressed here into my gut really, really well, so you don't have that printing like a lot of holsters, because that mag will stick out more like that, or the knife will stick out, or magazine will stick out like that. So they did a really good job of making sure everything was nice and concealable.
So if this is something you guys would be interested in, make sure you guys check out TXC holsters. They do have some other setups as well where they don't have one without this, just a single holster. So if that's something you guys prefer, check them out. And make sure you guys check out full-time sponsor USA Gun Bunker. Also, like, comment, subscribe, and follow us. And we really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.